Good day, podcast community. Pete Kane here, community coach, podcaster, and author. The 5 pillars of global authority. Because if you're going to have that digital influence, you got to focus on these 5. First, clarity. I don't recommend us for anybody under 2 years old. You got to get your voice, you got to get things going. Then we'll throw fuel on that fire. We'll help you amplify globally to develop authority globally, which is online, so people can get to know, like, and trust you. Second, you got to create content. You have to be visible online. You have to create assets like this. This gives people an opportunity to get to know, like, and trust you. And inside of a community matters. Together, we're better. That's why we have our school community right here, where people are making an impact. They're learning the journey. They're learning how to create content. They're learning their voice. They're learning how to get out there. Because if people don't know you because you're not online, they can't get to know, like, and trust you. You have to be visible. You have to be visible. If you want to be a best kept secret, just keep doing what you're doing. Don't be concerned about your online strategy. The next one, credibility. When people go on a journey with you, they're trying to see if you solve their problem. When people ask me what I do, I always state the problem and then give them the solution. Do you know how people are invisible online? And then they'll say yes. What I do is make sure that people can get to know, like, and trust you by creating assets. And that's all I say. Now, if they're interested, they will ask another question. If they're not, what on the world would you talk to them? I mean, you can have a conversation with them, but if somebody's not interested in you, you're not what they want. So you don't need to throw up on them. You don't need to throw all this stuff out there. Tell them all about how long you've been in business and all these kind of platitudes that mean nothing to them because they're not interested. And when you start to collaborate, the world changes. The future gets brighter because collaboration is one of the best things you can do. Collaborate with us. Inside of our community, there's going to be thousands of podcasting people to have you on their show, for you to be able to be on their show. When you have a community and you're collaborating and you're developing it intentionally content and you're clear about who you serve. If you've ever listened to any of our podcasts, I always ask who you are, what you do, and who you serve. If you do not know that, you're just not going to get through the noise. Solve a problem, state your problem, and state your solution. And then watch. If people light up, lean in, and want to know more, then they're interested. If not, you're not the person for them. So always test, always talk, always have conversations with people, because you have to find your voice. You have to find out what kind of people do you serve. And when you do, and you can serve them better than anybody else in the market, your business will grow. So let's go over the 5. First, clarity. Second, content. Create it. Be a creator. 3, work in a community. And if you want to join our community, you can go to scan that QR code or go to pkane.me/school, SKOOL. credibility. You gain credibility by putting yourself out there, putting your solutions out there, and allowing people to go on a journey with you. Because once they get to know you online, like you, and trust you, your demand goes global. Because the world is global. If you're working in that local sandbox still, then you have about 140 people. Why not play in the right sandbox? The global sandbox is 5,000 to over 1 billion people. That's with a B. And that's the global opportunity. And when you create more demand, you generate cash flow. Cash flow helps you build a thriving business and community. And last, collaborate. Collaborate with us. Join our community. We have our Founders Club going on right now. That's only limited to 20 people. We've done 450 podcasts, and they're about to find out what we are doing to help you grow your global authority. Don't think of it as so big you can't do it. Step by step. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. If you've been in business for 2 years and you're very clear about your message and you've been playing in that local sandbox, it's time to play a bigger game. It's time to play the global authority game. Play in the global sandbox and grow your demand. When you generate demand, you create cash flow. Cash flow builds a thriving community. So join us. Go to the QR code. Join our community. Grow your global business. Increase your demand. Get clear. Develop content. Build a community. Create that credibility through your voice, through your content, and collaborate. And the future is bright when you do all those. Here we go. Here we go. The future is bright. All right. My name is Pete Kane. I'm a community coach, podcaster, and author. And if I can serve you and help you become a global authority, join our community today. I'm Pete Kane. Be bold, make an impact, and have fun.